Hey guys, welcome back to Gran Torino Planet. This episode will pick up off the last episode of our break-in meltdown on our brand new 351 rebuild, which was a nightmare. We ran the motor for 20 minutes and we used the best oil by Driven and the gear lube by Driven. We had a meltdown of the lifters from Comp with the Comp cam. And I contacted Comp, and what do they say? Their lifters never fail. It was us. We didn't have excessive spring pressure. They were stock springs. We, like I said, had 60 pounds of oil pressure, water temperature, everything was in the green. The motor ran great for about 15 minutes until it started ticking like a time bomb. So this time, instead of going with Comp anything, we're going with Lunati roller cam. We're going with Morel roller lifters and Scorpion roller rockers. So stay tuned and watch the new build, and hopefully this won't take 5 months like the last one. Welcome to Gran Torino Planet. My name is Richard Brittany. Ever since I had acquired my first 1973 yellow Gran Torino Sport as a freshman back in high school in 1978, I've had a love for all the 70 Torinos and all the muscle cars from my youth. The 73 Torino was one of the last muscle cars ever built. So join me for Torino restorations, repairs, mishaps, and more. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. See you all on the road. Okay, well, now that the motor is off to Cleveland heaven, I will go ahead and show you what happened with our wonderful, fantastic Comp cam. So if you look at this cam, you'll see the lobes are totally smoked on it, scratched up and wore down. But worse than that are the lifters. You can look at these lifters and you'll just see they're eaten alive within like 15 minutes, totally gone, and left tons of scrap metal. There was so much metal in the oil pan, it looked like Michael Jackson dropped his glove in the motor. It was sparkly, ridiculous. We tried to drain the oil and, thought we might be able to change the lifters in the cam. There's no way. We needed a total rebuild, but we did try to cheat and pull the lifters out with this little tool we created out of a piece of PVC, slid it in the cam hole, drove the lifters into the PVC with hopes that we could change out the cam and just the lifters. But with that much sparkle in the motor oil, we put 3 quarts of motor oil through the block and it never stopped sparkling. So pull the motor apart and it's off back to Josh's shop. Well, once back at Josh's shop, we had a couple scored pistons. So he had to go through and re-hone them, which was, not to be expected, I guess. We had to re-hone the mains just to be safe. So once that was completed, he's in the middle of working on the crank, repolishing the crank. So once the crank is repolished and we get the pistons back in the block, at that point he will take it and get the heads back on it. So we're just waiting on the rest of the assembly here, which I'll record here in the next week. Like I said, we've got put the crank back in, it's polished, and he did put the cam back in it, dial in the cam, so that's all set. We're waiting on the one piston to come in that had a seized piston that scuffed that one bore. So once that piston comes in, then we'll go ahead and he's going to make sure everything's straight and lined up. And we'll put our brand new Voodoo cam, roller cam in, along with our Morel roller lifters and our Scorpion rockers. And I will go ahead and video in the next episode of where the motor is at the shop. So keep tuned and we'll see you in a few days. Okay, guys, enjoy. Thanks for visiting.